Hey Ethan, tell me about the culture in the United States.
Yeah, so in U.S., their business culture, they focus a lot on the professionalism. If you're showing up to a meeting, they prefer that you show up a couple of minutes early to show that you're there and you want to pay attention in that meeting. They also care a lot about the business credentials of a person, so what they've accomplished in their careers thus far. They also don't care too much about the hierarchy in the business unless it comes to a very professional and important business meeting. And as well as they like to keep a friendly atmosphere, build interpersonal relations with their fellow employees. How is the Panama culture, Marcellus?
That's pretty interesting that you said that you guys like to build relationships with your fellow employees because in Panama, personal connections are everything. That's like the biggest thing before you get into business with someone. You want to make sure you have a personal, I would say even more so than the United States, a strong personal connection with that person so you know who exactly you're getting into business with. We're not so politically correct as you guys are, as being as formal. We like to tell you how things are and how straight how it is. So we're not going to withhold any judgment or things like that. And the last thing I would say about our business culture is that we're very diverse. So being that we do like to know who we're getting into business with, we have a lot of being the in Panama. There's the Panama Canal, which is from the United States. So we have strong relations with a lot of different cultures. So being diverse is a big part of our culture.
Pat, what is the cost of doing business in these countries?
Based on a report I found produced by the World Bank annually, said that due to Panama's legal and tax structure, pretty much makes it a tax haven. So they impose no income tax, corporate capital gains, or estate taxes on offshore entities that only engage in business outside of the jurisdiction of Panama. So that's really inviting for new companies to come from, to I'm sorry, re reestablish themselves in a new company, in a new country. Sorry, that was just my brain went blank there for a second. The They also ranked all the countries in the world in the cost to start a business, and the U.S. ranked 55th and Panama ranked 50th. So they're kind of similar in in that respect of how much it costs to maintain a business or start a business. The U.S. ranked 25th in the ability to obtain a construction permit. That's in relation to cost and time. And then Panama, they ranked 100th. So there is a big gap there, which could be kind of an issue if you're starting a brand new company. Obviously, construction permit is pretty essential. Cole, do you want to talk about a little bit about the future of economies in both countries?
Yeah, sure. So, Panama is also actually pretty similar to the U.S. in its structure, where both are mixed economies. Um, Except the U.S. focuses more on capitalism, and like you said, in in Panama, like the people don't need to pay taxes, so it sort of in a way makes them more independent with their money, which influences economies to grow faster. So even though the United States and Panama aren't at the same place in their economies, Panama will be growing faster due to not having to pay taxes and being more independent with their money. Both economies are also very free in the sense that there aren't too many regulations on how people can spend their money, but both economies also have government regulations. Cameron, do you want to talk a little bit about business practices?
Yeah, sure. So in Panama, it's similar in some aspects to the United States, but different in other ways. For example, it's a more business casual style of doing business unless you're at the high level of finance or government. So you typically wear business casual attire. Business cards are very popular. So you'll present your business card to somebody. Be sure to have Spanish and English on there. That's very important. In addition, it is exchange of gifts is proper. It's not accepted to bribe anybody or anything like that. That's very frowned upon, similar to the U.S. But in general, it has a blend of the North American business style with traditional Latin American mixing.